your back's backed up against the wall, and the bandwagon's falling right off, and you're hearing all the talk about maybe you should think about what you're gonna do if it don't work out. It ain't about if it makes sense, cause if the boot do it don't fit. As far as I can see, there ain't no way to be somebody if you just gon' quit. So if you gotta fight, don't lose it. If you gotta do it, die, dream, do it. If you got something to prove, go and prove it. Don't let nobody clip your wings. Keep your head down, keep on the blinders. Tune out the doubters and all the close reminders. If it's in your blood, falling down ain't enough to change you. You were born to be. Get back up, that's the only backup plan you need.
Welcome back, Rico Money Bags, a channel helping you invest in yourself so we can invest in the future. Make sure you guys smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, make sure the bell notification stays lit like that. You guys are not missing out on any future updates. Very important to do so. We're doing a crypto giveaway show. We coming off of Fire Space with Doodlegenics and the NFT Kid. Made a lot of contacts just from that one space. And again, we're really doing our thing over here at XPX. So shout out to the XPX community. I know you guys are pulling up right away. First, if you guys can share this into TG, that'd be greatly appreciated. We're going to get into that Bitcoin pump that we saw, right? That was a nice little pump that we're seeing. How long is it going to last? Is the war stuff clearing up? Is that why we're seeing the pump? We're going to get into that as well, because we're seeing some things kind of relax a little bit. Tensions relax maybe just a tad, and that could be helping out the pump, right? So we're going to get into that as well. So if you guys can like and share this, that'd be greatly appreciated. But let's jump right into it. Let's not waste any time going to sharing the screen right away. We got the overall crypto market cap at $2.41 trillion market cap doing its thing. Bitcoin still down 4.5%. Ethereum still down 7%. XRP down 5%. BNB down almost 6%. But we did see a nice little leg up, even on Solana being down, 3.7% on the week. It is back up to $90 on Solana, which is very bullish. If you guys ask me, we've seen a nice little uptick in the market, which looked really, really nice. Some of us took advantage of that, and some of us, you don't have to. You don't have to worry about this stuff, right? Some of that stuff, like even the trade last night that I was up to like 4 o'clock, and really I didn't go to sleep till like 5. I posted in the XPXTG. You guys can see the screenshot, or even on my main page. If you guys come over here, let me just come over here really quick. This right here, I had some stop losses set. This stuff was set up. The take profit was at 74K. I already peeled some of the profits off of this just to be transparent with you guys. I don't want you guys chasing this, but if you look at the price that we got in, 68.5, pretty nice price entry. At some points I've seen it up to like 90 something percent. Peeled some profits off of it, of course, some of it which I'm going to give away to you guys today. What's up, Saphir? And that's what we do. I mean, we literally print just to hook you guys up, man. We love this space. We love you guys. We're really rocking with the space, and that's what we're going to keep doing. But we're going to talk about this trade right here as well. How's it looking on the chart? Is it going to keep going up? We don't know, because it's kind of, that's why I started taking profits off of it, because I'm still not all the way convinced, because some of the higher time frames still need to print some of those buy signals for us. But market looking a lot better than before. I think when we get back over 2.50, that round number, 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, just like we were before when we broke past 4 trillion, things were wild, right? Things were just super exciting. We want to see something like that kind of start to transpire again, but there's some work to do on the chart. This is last night, man. This is the 1 hour chart, and I cleaned it up a little bit just to show you guys, even if you're using just a 50 moving average, there are some trades. Are there some trades that you can get stopped out of? Of course, and I want to be transparent on that. This is a winning trade right here underneath the 50. Boom, right? This little, wave down. This is where you actually get stopped out on the long. But if you're bold enough to take a short again, you won on that short, right? And this is why you got to have a real solid strategy, because some of them, like this section right here, oops, my mouse has been acting crazy. It's like not as smooth as before. You get stopped up, but there's still another winning trade. And this right here is that around that 68, that 68.5K BTC entry was down here. Now, obviously, we're using some other indicators to help us, get into these entries on some shorter time frames. But you can see that buy signal is still very valid. And if you go to the lower time frames, a 15-minute chart, you start going 30-minute chart, you're starting to see a lot of these buy signals were valid. But if we even remove this indicator, again, even down on the lower time frames, where did this really happen? Where did the action really start to happen? On this break above this 50 moving average once again. So if you guys are looking, obviously this is not financial advice, start a demo account, a paper trading account, and simply just try the 50 moving average for a while on the higher time frame. It's going to be probably really boring, but you can set your stop losses. Like mine was take profit was 77,000, stop loss was 64K, right? And this is something, obviously depends on your guys' bag where you guys want to set it up, but these trades are happening on a regular basis, right? And we'll catch these breakouts a lot of the times on this like 50 moving average breakout. So keep that in mind when you're looking at BTC right now, what's going on. And if we go to the higher time frames, this is why maybe it's not going to continue. Maybe it's not going to keep going. Yeah, we had 20x leverage on it. Nothing. Usually I do 50, but lately the market's been crazy. I've dropped it down to 20. And 50 is pushing it, honestly. That's like pure, I've been in the space too long, right? And it's like, I hear other people, they got way lower. I don't even like to mention it because mine is usually pretty wild. It's never like maxed out or nothing like that, but it's there, that's for sure. But here on the 4-hour chart, we're seeing break underneath the 50 where that short was valid, and on the 4-hour chart you're seeing everything kind of hit its head on the ceiling right here, and this is where you start to take a little bit of that profit because you're like, maybe it's not going to be able to break above the 50 on the higher time frame and do the run that we want, coming over to this section on the daily chart. What's nice on the daily chart, we are breaking back above that 50 moving average. So this is where you're like in this make or break situation on the daily chart. This is why we use indicators to help us out. They're filters, right? But you can see right here where it's looking kind of good. If this can continue to go like this, and again, we really want to trade into this volume gap right here, and that'd be super nice if it happens. But if it doesn't, the risk that we have to be aware of is the downside, right? We can talk about the upside all day, but we also got to talk about, if this thing breaks back underneath this 50 and starts to trade underneath this is where that 65K 60K is realistic, right? But what's nice is we got a nice leg up on the market, and some of that has to do with some of the stuff going on, geopolitical stuff. Obviously we got Trump just paused, Iran strikes, and market explodes. We see Bitcoin go up 5.86%. You're seeing this like for the next 5 days, you're going to have Trump kind of pausing the Department of War from strikes on Iran. The only flip side to that is that Israel is still doing its thing, right? So, is it fixed? Is that going to stop? Or is the continuation of Israel doing its thing going to really overshadow that we're even pausing anything? So that's why you still want to be very cautious in the market, because there's a lot of things that can just one day from the next switch up the way the sentiment feels. Nothing has changed about Bitcoin. Nobody has hacked the blockchain. No wallets were compromised by hacking them or anything like that. Nothing has really changed, but people's view on the overall, like, what's going on with around the world. But Bitcoin is still Bitcoin. Blockchain technology is still blockchain technology, and a lot of this stuff really sometimes overshadows the .com moment. We had the SEC scaring everybody for years. We had threats of people being sued or the SEC coming after them. All these things, all they do, all this fear, worry. And granted, there's people's real lives being affected by this. But in this, looking at this, it's a lot of times distracts you from what's going on, right? I'm not saying don't pay attention to this stuff, because obviously from day to day it's changing stuff, and anybody who's trading is most likely paying attention to this to some extent. But you guys want to really think about staying locked in on the bigger picture of things, whether the war goes on for 6 months or 6 years, whether happy, sad, cry, whatever might be going on in the IRL, in your immediate circle, or whatever is going on. This stuff is here to stay. Blockchain technology is here to stay. And sometimes you got to really zoom out and look really far, not just for yourself, because that's what we have in the space. A lot of times people just, they're cutthroat. They're just looking out for themselves, but looking out down the road for the future of maybe people, after you. What did you do with this .com moment to lock it in? Or was your .com moment just that you gambled it away? Or did you build something? Did you do something? Whether it's building a community, whether it's building a project, whatever it might be in the space, building apps, building tools, whatever it might be. Or were you just like a weekend at Vegas, basically, while all this stuff is going on? It's going to be a hard one to look back on, honestly, because I've said it before, you can deal with the pain of regret, which weighs ounces, or you can deal with the pain of the pain of discipline, which weighs ounces, or the pain of regret, which weighs tons. And you don't want to do that. And that's one of the reasons why I keep building in this space. I know that we all have an opportunity here in this .com moment, and I want you guys all to realize that, whether it's trading, whether it's NFT projects, community, your spaces that you shill, whatever it is, your personal brand, the projects that you're bullish on, your fortunes are literally sitting right here, whether whatever's going on around the world, or you're in media circle, or maybe you're not winning the popularity contest right now with everybody. None of that matters. The .com moment continues to roll on, whether you're a favorite, whether you're not a favorite. That does not change what's going on right now. And if you can build in this space right now, I think a lot of people, which, in crypto, 5 to 10 years sounds like crazy, but I've already been in crypto since 2017. Time flies. Time just keeps going right on by. And I don't want to mess up. I don't want you guys to miss this opportunity. And I think building with great communities. I see Sharon up in here, AD up in here. You got Dynamite up in here. I mean, building relationships with people in here is super important. Also, building what you want to do in this space is really, really important. And that's why we're still building nonstop. No matter what, building is super important. Okay, let's go through some tickers. We're going to check out Recap. We're going to check out XPX. We're going to check out Teary. We're going to check out the Kendu fam, the LOL, and that Chibi that everybody's talking about. Of course, that's the new meta. But let's go through our favorite tickers. I'm going to give a big shout out to the Space Penguins. I got your guys' information pulled up. I see Trees just pulled up. I got you guys right here. So definitely bring the Space Penguins. I want us more than anything to really hit your guys' goal right now. This is my new thing, is your guys' thing. I'm telling you, I'm a wild person, man. This thing right here is like, if this thing, I want this to be hit for you guys big time. So, this is going to be huge for the space. And I'm going to share this real quick as we continue, just because I saw trees pop in here, and you guys could probably tap into this. We're going to tap into this after the stream as well. Doing some giveaways and, really some of the stuff from the trade. Honestly, all I do is give back to the space, fam. That's all I do. This right here, this is not for me. This a portion of this is for me, obviously, because this is how I work from home. But this goes to giveaways. This goes to, the donation widgets. This goes to stuff that I do behind the scenes for people in other countries that you guys don't even know about. That's what, a lot of this stuff goes into. So just stay tapped in with me. This channel growing and the things that we get to do, this is not Rico trying to be the popular guy on the block for anybody. I that's not what I'm here for. And talk is cheap, and I'm just gonna keep showing you guys, and the actions will definitely speak louder than the words when everything lines up, fam. So let's go to the next one. We got Venture up in here. Welcome in, broski. Looking forward to you just doing your thing with the business account, getting that thing going, and also anything that we can do to like help out whatever you got going on, any ideas that you have in IRL. There's a lot of tools here with that business account, and then you have one that a lot of people can use. As you can see, there's other widgets that you can create that later on down the road we're going to give access to these business accounts to be able to use. It's going to be massive, fam. It's going to be massive, when you think about the possibilities. So here goes your ETH trade. Again, this is looking nice. A nice little bounce off the 50 on the ETH trade. Man, that's looking nice. Man, that's looking really nice. Is it the bounce that we want, fam? Is this what is going on with this mouse, man? Is this the first mouse gets to squeeze, second mouse gets to cheese, and we trade into this gap? That could happen, right? That could be definitely going on. But I want us to be very cautious of the downside potential, right? All this war stuff that just made everybody feel very pump it up. That can go away with, hey, we just shot a missile this way, and now everybody's mad again, right? And bam, there we go. And now everybody's feeling bearish, even though the blockchain didn't change, although, the way that we operate didn't change. The sun still goes up, the moon still pops out every once in a while. It's like the world is still going around. So I want you guys to, even though we have these nice little legs up, I want you to pay attention to this downside risk, because if things change, you want to have very tight stop losses on some of these, right? So these things would be looking, let me just show you guys what they should be looking like, because you don't want to get caught up in this. Let's say you had a long like this, you can have a nice little tight stop loss here. You can have one right underneath that tight one like this. You can have this is the whole gap right here. So filling this volume gap, you can have your first take profit. But most likely, if it broke past this right here, and we're on a daily chart, we're doing big boy trading. This right here, it will have, exponential movement through this volume gap. And especially if it breaks past, what's up, everybody? Beloved Wander, what's up, fam? What's up, fam? We're going to do a giveaway for you guys as well, man. Pull up. And we got some cool things to talk about. Some other cool NFTs from Stacy as well. Shout out to Stacy. She's got my lucky numbers 888, man. And we're going to talk about that as well. But Ethereum right here doing its thing. And this could be, what it looks like, holding above the 50, breaking past this section right here, right, where it got rejected, making a little boom, and then bounce and trading right into this volume gap that we see right here. It's not a guarantee either. The only guarantee in life is death, honestly, fam. That's the only thing. Everything else is like, you got to manage it. We're managing everything. You're managing the chart. You're managing your life. You're managing this. You're managing your kids. You're whatever it might be that you're managing. You're managing it. But the guarantees are, we know what's up. That's the only guarantee. So we want to make sure that we're not saying, okay, just because it's incentivized or it looks beautiful to go into that doesn't mean that it has to, right? That doesn't mean that, hey, is gonna guarantee to do that, right? It's not, and this has been some very mature trading that I want you guys to tap into. Is like, set it and forget it, fam. Set it and forget it right here. And this is that 4-hour chart that why I took some of those profits on BTC, because even ETH, if you're doing along from that pump, you would probably want to be careful too, right? Because look at this 4-hour chart with these candles, bam, 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 3 candles, and what did they do? They stood underneath the 50, and all this rejection can make people feel all sad and stuff and be like, oh my god, we're rejected, and boom, we come back down to this price, right? So could be a nice little uptick, but I want you to be very cautious. We're walking and I can hear the ice cracking. I don't want it to, man, have you guys ever walked on a frozen like pond or something like that? Have you guys ever heard like ice crack underneath you for real? I swear, I've never seen my brother so scared in my life. And we've been to haunted houses. We've been on roller coasters. When we would go to like Six Flags Great America, we would get like the front row, because I always got like, what's the point of looking at the back of somebody's head and stuff, right? So let's get the front row so we can just go to the speed pass and go to the front row. And usually it's not even that packed. People don't want to sit in the front row. But even with all that, I've never seen my brother more scared than when we were like, I don't know, I was probably like 12 years old or something. And we were in the middle of this pond, and out of nowhere, the ice started cracking. And that sound of like, almost like lightning and thunder shooting from the middle of the pond to the edge of the water, like to the shore, basically. I swear, it was like my brother's mouth. It almost, I can still remember to this day. But I don't want that to happen to you guys, where this ice breaks and you guys, I see that scary face on Sophia, and the ice starts to crack, and we come down to a $1,900 ETH. So just be very cautious right now. I'm not putting fear into you guys. I'm not flooding the market. I know I'm not popular because I'm not just saying, but pump it up. It's like there's times where you guys have seen me post shorts and longs and shorts and longs. The market conditions, that's what happens. It's just like life, right? What goes up must come down. What goes down must go up. What just showed up is now leaving. What is now leaving is now showing up. It's like this infinity thing that just keeps happening over and over. And, I wouldn't be shocked if we came in and saw some cheaper prices. But if we broke above this, I'll change my tempo. If we got back above that 50 moving average on the higher time frame, yeah, on that 4 hour especially, I changed my attitude on that. But right now, we're just not seeing that happen. And if you're trading ETH and you're wondering what happened, here goes that 50 right there. You're seeing these things show you exactly. I mean, you don't have to use all this stuff that could give you analysis paralysis, although they do help you stay in the trade. Because, even on this 1 hour chart, this is still technically bullish. I peeled some profits off of that BTC because honestly, my trust in the market is very low. But here goes this thing where it could definitely be doing the first mouse, second mouse. Rico, you missed out on your trade, but that's all good. I still peeled off, close to 100% on that trade. So I'm not really too worried about it. But this is what it's looking like, and anybody can do this. I mean, anybody can do this. Some of you guys probably got a higher IQ than me, and you guys can do this. Honestly, it's because it's just that it keeps repeating itself. That's all it is. It's just a pattern. I mean, you don't even got to be. I don't think nobody has to be with, you know, it's just a simple pattern that keeps happening. Here it goes on the 1 hour chart. Could you have traded this right here? Let's zoom in on this 1 hour chart Ethereum. Could you have took this trade right here on, you know, 2100 ETH all the way up to, you know, almost 2400 ETH? 100%. And you're like, oh, Rico, I don't have fancy indicators. Trading View doesn't let me put on that many indicators. Okay, cool. I've been there. Here goes your 50. Could you have taken this trade right here? Yeah, 100%. Could you have held it this whole time? And, you know, right when it got up right here and crossed the 50 moving average, you get bearish. I'm not going to be mad at you. You got bullish right here and you got bearish right there. So that's what tends to happen on this like repeat cycle, right? So that's Ethereum right there. I still want you guys to be cautious on the higher time frames and keeping that downside risk as a reality, you know, on something that's on the board. And that for Ethereum is $1,900, of course. But if it gets above some of these moving averages, it's going to get bullish, fam. XRP, man, look how these charts look so similar. And when you say BTC is a rising tide, I mean, I'm showing you guys right now, it could be called Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and the chart's going to look similar, right? Especially these blue chips. They're going to have this very similar pattern on the same time frames as like BTC. So here goes your XRP on the 4 hour. Nice little leg up to the upper valley range, coming right back down possibly. And on the lower time frames is where you could have found this entry on your 1 hour right here, on your 30-minute right here. Like, there's a lot of opportunity. And that's why the filters help, because then you know which ones are the ones, right? You can stay in the trade a little bit longer, especially a higher time frame. It helps out quite a bit, right? Because right here, you're ignoring all this possibly going green stuff. It's all cap. You know, this is, you get stopped out here. You got stopped out there. Solid sell. Look at how much this would have probably shook you out. This sell signal right here going all the way up, back down, all the way back down. Boom, there goes the flush, right? So you definitely got to have your setup ready to go. You're going to have your stop losses, your take profits. You know, you're going to be super mature on this situation. You're going to be like, dude, you know, unless it comes up here, you know, breaks past some of these things up here, I'm going to set my take profit at the lower valley range right here. And yeah, it might go a little bit lower, which is fine, which I can't get close to that thing, but you guys get the idea. But bam, that's what it looks like, right? You took your profit right here. Yeah, it went lower, but you're not chasing it, because if you would have chased it for another short, bam, there you go right there. And you could chase them. Honestly, you could. I don't advise it unless you've just been doing it for a while, because you could just re-enter your short. But if you would have took your profit right here and you would have seen this thing, all these moving average starting to come together, it's real easy for you to be like, maybe not going to take another short, because, you know, the moving averages are starting to twist up and they're starting to get really close to each other. So that's XRP prices. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. Let's go to the daily chart. This is where things, you know, get a little bit more serious. Anybody could have traded this short right here. I love how there's no buy signal here. This would have printed a buy signal even on some of my favorite indicators. But I like this. Short. No, not long. Short again. Right? That's bullish. I like that. Short to short. Now, not this don't mean nothing. This little green, this is bull trap or bull. Yeah. And here, now that you see these things twisting over, you can wait patiently on the daily chart. Maybe we get some of that buy signal. This is why I've been very strict on everything right now, because on the daily chart, you see right here, trend zone still bearish, hold short. You know, a lot of these things are still saying short, short, short. But, you know, we've been kind of getting ready for it. If this thing, you know, 50 moving average trades into the gap and can come back up here, I'll be ready for a 232 XRP. I just don't think we're quite there yet. I want to see a buy signal on the higher time frames, and I'm just gonna place a trade and let it cook, let it sit there, let it cook, let it do its thing, and let it work itself out. And that's been working out really good. Honestly, setting the stop losses and all that stuff and then bouncing and going to go do something else for the day has been going really, really nice. And, you know, you don't get shooken out. You know, you're not going to get, you know, wrecked basically, because you're just holding a solid trade. So XRP high price is 232. Low price is down here at 116. So again, upside potential, downside risk. Keep that in mind, right? BNB right here looking good. Again, anybody could have traded these right here. You could have got your long, you could have got stopped out, but your next short would have made up for that 100%. This short would have made up for itself. This long stopped out, cool. Short, I'm taking it. I'm not scared. Boom. We were going long and it changed his mind and we're going short now. Boom, I'm going short. Any of these short candles would have been a valid trade that would have made up for this little section right here, especially if you had your stop losses really tight, right? Because you're going to have your stop losses, oops, super tight like this. You got your long signal, you got your stop loss, and your take profit way up there. Let's say it's going to come up to the point of control. Oh, it doesn't do that. It doesn't go up to the point of control. It flips. It hits your stop loss. What do? You tuck your tail and run away? No. It's a short signal now. Sell signal. You short it, and you make up for that right there. You know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. And this little section right here used to bum me out big time. Stop losses, what are those? I love that. Bro, lately, the reason why I've been doing, and if you guys notice, what's up, Psychedelic Angel? If you guys notice, I've been talking about them a lot more. You know why? It's because sometimes I'll trick myself out of a winning trade. Yesterday's trade and a few other ones, I've highlighted some of them, are perfect examples of that. While you're just waiting for it to happen and do that stuff, where it's like sometimes it starts to pretend like it's going to go up and all this stuff. If I don't set the stop loss, I notice a lot of times where I would have been scared. Honestly, let's just be real, everybody. When I was like, oh my God, you know, it's you know, that type of scenario. Because even like this short signal, some of them will still test you, you know, where they'll go up into that zone. What's nice is I've just been able to ignore, like, nope, it hasn't hit that. I'm gonna stay strong, and sure enough, it's been working itself out. I've been feeling like no trade goes without a test. I've been feeling like that. Like, you know, even the runners, like, you're gonna have a moment where, let's see, where you're being tested. Like, this might be a perfect example of how, you know, your stop loss hasn't been hit, and, you know, maybe I should have not closed some of my trade, because even on a 1 hour chart, this BNB chart is still looking bullish, right? It's still above the super trend. It still hasn't, you know, where I would have set the stop loss. Let's zoom in, you know, and this helps you be a little bit more stoic. It doesn't mean that you have to wait till it gets hit. Like, honestly, I haven't been waiting for them to get hit. Sometimes I'll close it before the take profit. That's why I've been debating about how to post it in some TGs to help everybody out. But, you know, even this, you know, I think it's time for a new mouse. I think I've overworked this mouse. His smoothness is gone, right? You got something like that. It's like you might be seeing this and you're like, I'm scared. You know, first mouse gets the squeeze, second mouse gets the cheese, and you don't want to miss out on this. And sometimes, you know, this is where I would have messed up. I want to be like, oh my God, we're starting to trade into, you know, going lower. I'm in the red. But when you don't hit that stop loss, you're able to kind of ride that thing out and be like, oh, I never hit it. I never actually hit it. And if you hit it, then fine. You live to trade another day. That's the best part about it. So BNB right now, is it testing us? First mouse, second mouse gets the cheese type of thing. That top price would be up here at, you know, 660, 664. The downside risk obviously coming down to 620 and then possibly coming down and stuff, man. Make sure you get the mouse that gets the cheat. Man, tell me about it, man. I'm telling you. We've been on it, though. We've been on it. Honestly, we've been locked in. It's a lot of hours and stuff, but it is what it is. Right now it's a good time to do that. 1 hour chart, BNB still figuring itself out. Higher time frames, we got all that risk to manage and stuff, right? We got all that stuff to keep eye on, because same thing applies here. You know, on this 4 hour chart on BNB, it's just not a valid example of, like, you're into your short. Let's say you got in right here where it flipped. It hasn't came up here. You can trail it. You can bring it down, right? So you're locking in profits along the way. But even this, you know, you might be seeing those nice little upticks on that shorter time frame. But I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, here goes a perfect example of, you know, this sell signal being valid, is trading down. It'll come up and touch some moving averages, but possibly still work its way down on the higher time frame, down to $600. So keep an eye on the higher time frames right now, because they're dictating quite a bit, right? There's nice little upticks in the shorter time frames, but if you notice, we're staying within those same ranges, okay? And if you're an investor, you're accumulating. If you're trading, you're taking advantage of those trades, right? Let's go to the next one, Solana. And then again, you got a lot of the same thing going on right now, where it's like, oh my God, again, it didn't get hit though. So you got to be stoic. If you're trading this right here, you were in profit already. And, maybe you're just going to be like, you know what, I'm going to hold because the 4 hour is still solid. I don't think that this little war stuff is really going to go away that fast. And most likely it's, as we can see, hitting that 50 moving average, hitting it and can't break it. And if it's not able to break it, we're most likely going to see another rip to the downside, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. You can monetize that to the downside, or just wait to accumulate right now. If you're waiting for Solana to go back to 200, who cares? If you're waiting for Solana to go back to 300 and you're bullish on Solana, you don't gotta wait. You could just accumulate it now, because eventually Solana will break its all-time highs. Bitcoin will break its all-time high. BNB will break its all-time high. That's gonna happen. That, like, these things are going to happen. Are they gonna happen tomorrow? No. They're going to happen next week? Definitely not. And that's what I think people are getting burnt out about, is that they're expecting it. Expectations is like one of the biggest thieves ever. And that's one thing that you got to keep an eye on, that, these expectations can rob you of what's actually going on in the current market, right? So Solana prices, higher time frame. Let's go to the daily chart and show you guys what's going on here. And we got a lot of upside potential. We got smaller downside potential, but if it ripped really, really low, it could be scary. Right here is, we got this $67 Solana. That would suck, right? If it came down here on the daily chart and you got caught into that thing, trying to chase the long and, try to chase, okay, it's going to fill the gap and go to 137, or it's going to go to the upper valley range of 187, which I'm down to trade it. I'm with it the minute we get a buy signal. But right now I got to be cautious, because I don't want to be in a Solana trade and it comes down to $68 just because everybody thinks that the races are back on, and it's not really back on. These few months are a great time to DCA spot buys for the long run. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. So 90 right now. Lower side could be $70 on Solana. Upper side could be 187. Imagine that. That'd be nice, right? Let's go to gold, actually, because I want to get a nice gold long trade when it happens. Boy, did it correct. Boy, did gold correct so perfectly. We were waiting for this, man. I wish I would have caught the short, but I started paying attention back to crypto. That's my home. But on this 4 hour chart on gold, I mean, this was valid. Look at this sell signal up here. All this chop, ignore the chop. The minute it broke all these previous waves low and had enough momentum, and it broke underneath this section right here, just fell and unraveled, right? That's gold right there for you. And a very nice correction. Is it going to go lower? I'm not sure, honestly. Right now we went a lot lower than this price that we saw, where it could have, stopped at. Look how low it went down here. Went down to 4,000. So it didn't even care about this price that possibly we could hold on to. It just went even lower, down to almost $4,000 gold. Is that the bottom? I'm not sure. I know that I'm waiting for that buy signal on gold. Gold trades a lot smoother than crypto. It's been getting, it has its volatile moments, but man, the minute I get a nice little long position or even another short on gold or silver, I'm most likely going to take that trade. I'm just waiting for the setup. I think that gold will have another rally towards all-time high. So I've been very patiently waiting on a long trade to gold. Let's get this out of here. And that would be super amazing, obviously, because this 4 hour chart can print us a buy signal. And we can come back up to like, what, 5,200? Or at the very least, the lower value range, 4,800. There's some money to be made there. You got to be patient, though. It's kind of boring. Right now, we're still in that figuring it out zone with the overall markets. In the short term, if we get some buy signals right here, even on the 1 hour chart with gold, we could possibly see it come up to the point of control of 5K. A test right there. We'll see if it breaks it. It'll go higher. If it doesn't, it'll most likely come back down. But I would be looking for a nice little buy signal, looking for my entry on the 1 hour to slice one into the 4 hour and most likely catch a little relief rally almost on gold. How long does it last? We don't know. We're just tracking price. We don't know how long exactly it's going to go for, if it's momentarily, if it's long term. But we're definitely going to keep an eye on it, and I'm going to let you guys know. So it's very important for you guys to keep your bell notifications lit and not miss out. Let's go to silver next, and then we're going to go into recap. We're going to go to Teary. We're going to talk about Kendu. We're going to talk about LOL, XPX, Chibi. We're going to talk about the space penguins as well. We're probably going to bring them up first just to show them some love and show you guys tools being used. But here goes silver. Probably going to give us that entry before gold. Man, this is nice. This is nice right here. Okay, looking on silver right now, $69, 1 hour chart. you know, here we go. This thing came even lower than what we thought where previous price was at. You know, previous price, bam, it wicked even lower. So nothing's a guarantee, only death is, I swear. And that's why you want to have your things pretty tight and make sure you're locked in. You got to be locked in, fam. You got to be locked in. Gold 3,500, silver 55 could be. You know, right here at 50, we have something marked right here at 55. So at $55, we have a gold little section over here, which was just previous resistance, right? And a lot of times, previous resistance becomes future support. Not all the time, but sometimes, right? And you want to make sure that that you don't miss out on that, right? That you don't miss out on that whatsoever. So silver right now, I'm looking for the long trade. It could pop up, or the market's can just still be scared and stay short. I'm not staying in these trades too long. But I do know that there will be relief rallies just like we're seeing right now. And if I could find a nice trade on the hourly for silver, a nice little rally back up to 80 something dollars, that'd be epic. You know, we see this volume gap. Let me zoom in a little bit. We got this volume gap right here. Let's get this out the way. Volume gap. So 1 hour chart, we're down at 69, but point of control is $80 and upper value is $88. So there's some money on the table right there if we get some buy signals. And even if you're not using a fancy indicator or anything like that, you know, you just go use the 50 moving average. Pretty easy to see why this has been bearish on silver the whole time. I think anybody can agree that the minute it broke the 50 moving average, it's been bearish. And now we're seeing some uptick above the 50 moving average. Is it enough to get the markets to rally? Is the pause on striking Iran and all these things going to help with, you know, the overall prices of gold, silver, and all that stuff? We'll see. Only time will tell. Take your profits for the 100x. Take the profits to XPX, man. That's what we do, man. Honestly, that's what we do. I'm building stuff out, giveaways. That's really what I do in this space. It's kind of just became part of the life almost. It's kind of wild, but keep an eye on silver right now. We'll keep an eye on some buy signals coming through, see if they actually happen or not. If they don't happen, then we keep it pushing. We keep it pushing, right? Let's go to the giveaway tool. I do want to do a giveaway for all you guys right now. Let's go to this. Let's refresh this. This was the other stream when we did another giveaway. I got to send that giveaway after this stream. So there's 2 giveaways that we'll send out. Let's go to #XPX just because we're accomplishing some amazing things, fam. This last month was one of our best ones. People are sleeping on XPX. People, the whole .com moment's going to go by, and they're almost not going to be able to tell nobody that they were a part of this because they're going to have to tell their kids, oh, what'd you do during the .com moment? Oh, I was just gambling. So where's your Ferrari that you use gambling? Yeah. It's like, you better be doing something other than just gambling. You know, life is not just all sunshines and rainbows. There is a point where you got to grind and put in a little bit of the work. And we're going to see that, like, time, that's going to be part of the humble pie of this crypto space, honestly, is that there's going to be a moment where everybody's going to go back and reflect, and they're going to be like, woo, woo, woo. It's like, I was building because I know that this is a unique opportunity in this .com moment. I'm willing to, obviously, you guys see, sacrifice my time, my social life a bit. I think more than a bit. I think more than I'm willing to admit. But that's because 5 to 10 years from now, this is not going to be like anybody just walking in. Like, the Mount Rushmores of payments are going to be up there, and I want XPX to be one of them. We're actually doing that. Like I said, this was one of our best months, as far as like payments and people using it, the uptick, bill payments, our donation widgets on multiple projects, multiple companies, ourselves hitting the donation widget. Yeah, so I mean, pretty impressive. The minute that turns into a weekly basis, everybody who faded this project will remember these moments because it is picking up, and like, I'm excited about it. Like, I'm honestly very proud of it as well. I don't want to be a proud person, but to say that all these hours and this amazing community, all this hard work that goes into this, I'm not proud of it would be a lie. You know, there's a lot of work that goes into this, and it's not just for us. You know, we're talking about other projects as well. You know, we hit that $500 goal. We have the Space Penguins trying to hit their goal for $500 to donate to adopt some penguins, but we hit our $500 goal, and I'll show you guys that, and then we'll go into all the other projects. We'll talk about, recap XPX because we got a recap space coming up with Ben Billions, which is going to be fire. Multiple projects coming up. You guys don't want to miss out on that. Multiple giveaways as well. But let's go into XPX and then we'll shift into the Space Penguins. Make sure if you guys are listening over on X that you come over to YouTube and you put hashtag XPX to make sure that you're in for the winning. If you guys put it on X, it doesn't capture it. But let's go over to our X account, show you guys a little bit. We got a lot of new follows today. Shout out to NFT Kid, also Doodlegenics for inviting me up to their space. I was just being a listener, but they always shoot me a mic, and it's nice that every time we go up to these spaces, fam, whether it's Visa cards being shipped around the world, whether it's MasterCards being shipped around the world, whether it's our over 80,000 companies for bill payments, from going from 10 countries to 106 countries, or whether it's our donation widget really making a difference. Every time we pull up to the spaces, this project XPX and this community has been building for over 20 months. We are built different, fam. And shout out to the whole Smart DeFi fam. And it takes a lot, honestly, to keep this grind going, and it's worth it. It's worth it because look at the impact that we get to make with this crypto. More than chart goes up, chart goes down. And this is why I believe that we're solidifying our .com moment more and more every single day, XPX. So let's go
on April 19th. So check it. Hey guys, I just want to say thank you again to the crew over at XPX for donating all the supplies today. We were able to make a big impact. We connected with about 20 people down here that needed supplies. It's an amazing thing. Just a little bit of love and support helps somebody out, you know, just for a little bit longer today. They're not going to have a miserable time. So thank you again to everybody. And just to put it on your radar, we are hosting our 4th annual Beneath the Neon Gala on April 19th. So check us out on all the social medias. Check us out on our website, shinealightlv.com, and see how you can come and get involved a little bit more. Thanks so much again, you guys. Later.
I mean, that's extremely powerful. I think the only thing that's probably bad about this is the amount of retweets. I mean, the Web3 space should feel a little bit, I don't know, I feel embarrassed for my Web3 space because 15 retweets on, you know, we go to space and everybody's talking about, oh, we're going to do things for like mental health, or we're going to do this. We're doing it. It's like I go to space. We're actually doing that right now. We're doing it nonstop for you guys. So if you guys are bullish on this, let me share this. Maybe you guys just haven't seen it, but if you guys can go over here and repost this is not for just XPX. This is to show people that crypto can be much more than a casino. And that's really what we're here to do as XPX, the project, the company, as this amazing community. We're really here to, you know, we care about the space. We love Web3. I think it really shows as a project that we really care about Web3. So if you're somebody who's interested in being able to off-ramp their cryptocurrency, go to xpxpay.com. Go over to, you can go to XPX dashboard to sign up your account. You can, or also just go to our widgets directly, go to crypto bill pay. Very bullish things that we've been doing. Come over here, get your physical card, 100K limit. You got your non-KYC digital cards right here. So physical cards, digital cards, non-KYC bill payments that just went from 10 countries. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. From 10 countries to 106 countries. So keep that in mind that, you know, we're here to expand and to really be a part of crypto adoption. And if that's something that resonates with you and you know that the whole world is going to be in crypto, we're going to be one of the players, whether it's people using our physical cards, whether it's people using our digital cards, whether it's people paying their electric bill, their telephone bill with cryptocurrency, whether it's people buying people's gift cards with cryptocurrency. We've built out some tools that are solving problems. It's not that they like the color purple. It's not that they like Rico Moneybags. I don't even think they like me that much. I think it has to do more with solving the problems. And that's really what's important to me. That's really, really what's important. I think it's going to separate quite a bit of things in this space. So if you guys are interested in this, definitely come over here to xpxpay.com for all your individual needs. If you guys are a project, a business, a company, an NFT thing, and you're trying to grow or whatever it might be, and you guys want to create your own donation widget, let me know so I can help you guys set that up. It's super easy. You create a business account. You go over to widgets. You click on widgets again. After this thing is loading up, right? Let it do its loading thing. You're going to come over here to create donation widget, and you guys can instantly start accepting tons of cryptocurrency and for your calls, whether it's an emergency, something similar to like GoFundMe and a family emergency. It could be your car broke down, you need a new car. It could be that you need, you know, marketing funds for your project. It could be anything that you're trying to launch an NFT thing, but you're trying to raise enough funds. XPX is giving you guys the tools, handing them over for everybody to use. They're absolutely free. It's absolutely free to sign up. The only time I want to be transparent that you get a fee is when you off ramp the cryptocurrency. All right. Let's go to Space Penguins next. Give us a follow over here at XPX Token. We're going to be pulling the winner in just a second. We're going to be going through some more plays. We got LOL. We got recap. We're going to go over. We got quite a bit to talk about, fam. You guys don't want to miss out. Definitely stay tuned in. Share this as much as you guys can. Help us make a difference, honestly. And if you not just help us, but also help other projects. What's up, Boricua? What's up, brother? Many blessings. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, man. Let me share this. Let me share. I keep forgetting to turn on the chat so everybody can see it and stuff. What's up, Volted Future? What's up? We got, what's up, everybody? We got, man, you guys are pulling up strong right now. Welcome in, fam. Make sure you put hashtag XPX so you can get in for the winning. I don't want you guys to get missed. But come over here, give us a follow. We got a space tomorrow talking about justshopcrypto.com. Talking about how we went from 10 countries to 106 countries. You guys don't want to miss out, man. I'm going to book this space after the stream, have it set up for us for tomorrow. And yeah, I mean, very bullish times up ahead. Don't only help us grow. I'm going to show you guys another really cool project. Let's go down to the Space Penguins. Yes. Where the Space Penguins at, man? Shout out to the Space Penguins with the donation widget. Man, check this out too. Check this out. We got 96% of the supply burned, bro. That's wild right there. That's wild right there. That is wild right there. So 96.4% burned. Let's go over to the X account. Make sure you guys come over here, give them a follow at space_penguin. That is penguin with the number 3 for an E. You guys don't miss out on this. Let me show this really quick. Let me show, fam. This right here should be obliterated. And you know what, Treese, we had a Zoom call. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. You know why this gets a lot of views too? Because this is what I want you guys to see, that this XPX tool is much more than just a thing that, I'm accepting cryptocurrency. It's a marketing machine for you. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So we've already accumulated $10 in TRX, hashtag TRX, towards our goal to adopt as many penguins as we can from Sandcob. Shout out to the Tron or hashtag Tron community for helping expedite our objective. We accept over 50 cryptocurrencies through our XPX donation widget. So let us change the world. This right here, what Treese did right here and the Space Penguin community did, the colony did right here, this is smart marketing right here. This is smart. This is how else do us as BNB projects get exposure to the Tron community, get exposure to the Cardano community, get exposure to the ETH community when we're built on the BNB chain. With tools like this, you get to use cash tags and hashtags because your first donation was in Tron, and now you get to tap into the Tron community. Were you ever seeking out to get Tron investors into your project? Well, this is one way to definitely do that. Provide enough value to the marketplace, and it will definitely provide enough value back to you. So I'm going to share this link again with you guys. If you guys are bullish on penguins, if you guys are bullish on helping animals in the space, if you guys are bullish on smart DeFi, fam, don't lose money for today and do something good with crypto and make a post about it, man. How cool would it be to see that? And I'm going to do it myself. Like I said, we got a winning trade. We're going to do some giveaways after the stream, and I'm going to do a donation to the Space Penguins myself as well. This is massive for the space. It's not just about pump it up, fam. Are you establishing yourself in the space? Are you building a track record? Are you saying what you mean? Are you meaning what you say? Are you doing these things? Because when this .com moment solidifies, are you the Space Penguins that have been helping out all the penguins? Are you XPX Pay, the payment rail that's been helping out individuals, businesses, whoever it might be in the space? What are you in this space? What have you done? Or when you look back on this .com moment, you're going to tell your kids 5 years, 10 years from now, say, oh yeah, I was there in crypto. Say, what'd you do? Oh, I gambled the whole time. That's what I did. I just gambled the whole time. I was, we don't have local casinos here in Nebraska. I live way out in the boonies. And so I just decided to do it here. It's like, build something. I'm not saying don't gamble, don't have fun. I mean, I'm trading futures. That's what is that? Strategic gambling, right? That's what that is? Is like, when you eventually gambling turns into an educated guess almost. But right here, man, the Space Penguins are here to stay. Let's help them hit this. Let's help them hit this goal. Not, because it's just good for the space. It's good for the whole Web3 space. Imagine how excited they're going to be. Imagine how cool that's going to look, that, you know, they're expediting these donations and making these things happen. And it's going to be awesome to hear this thing in spaces. So shout out to the Space Penguins. We're going to go to the X account one more time just to show them some love. Make sure you guys give them a follow. Like I said, repost all this stuff. It's free to repost. I don't get it, man. I can go to a lot of people that I hang out with in spaces, and I scroll down their timeline and they talk, the space says one thing and they do another thing. Where are the reposts for the Space Penguins? Where I'm putting pressure on you guys. I don't care. Pressure makes diamonds. What are you going to do? You're not going to get my mic to turn off. You're not going to get my camera to turn off. But how come all your friends and everywhere we can go is like, where's the support in this space? And we keep hearing the stuff that they want this, but people are saying one things with different intentions. And I think the Space Penguins have proved what they really want to do for this space. Go down, check the receipts. They're all there. They're all there. Dogs for Better Lives. They're all here. We got this. Paws for You Rescue. Team Water. Global Penguin Society. Rhode Island Community Food Bank. Best Friends. One Earth. Save the Children. I go to space, and I hear these things that you know, this is what the space needs. This is what the space wants. Prove it. Prove it. Prove it. And support the real project. Support the builders in the space. I'm gonna do it myself. You know, talk is cheap, and I'm not one of those people. So I don't think it's healthy to be like that. I think eventually you'll lie to yourself if you don't do that stuff. You'll be capping so much that you'll even start capping to yourself. Hashtag cap. But here we go right now, man. Shout out to the Space Penguins. Loving this right now. I know we're going to hit the goal. I have zero doubt that the Space Penguins are going to hit this $500 goal, and I can't wait to see them, you know, show everybody what they're really about with this stuff. So come over here. You guys do something right with crypto. Walk the walk. Otherwise, your timeline is just cap. Your timeline is capped. So come help these guys out, man. Let's do some good with crypto. Hashtag crypto for good would be absolutely amazing as well. And just go over here, show them some love, or come get a bag as well. You guys can come get a bag. That helps out with them also doing more donations. So they got more than one way to do donations now, and that's what they're focusing on. 96% burned. And yeah, they've been around the block for a while. They're going to be here on another block, the next block, and it's going to keep happening. All right, everybody. So we got 68 people. Woo! Woo! Man, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. 3 cups of coffee, a solid long trade. Feeling really good with you guys, man. Are you guys feeling good too? Are you guys feeling good? Am I talking too real? Is that not good for the space? I mean, what are they going to do? You're going to turn off my mic? What are they going to do? The cameras are going to shut off? I mean, when I look back, I can look at myself, you know. A lot of people, I don't even think that matters to some people either. That's the thing, is like some of the things that matter to us, it's not even on people's radar. You know, they're so cutthroat. But hashtag XPX, man, here goes for you guys right here. XPX community, you guys are absolutely amazing. We got some really cool updates coming in the coming months. I know months sound like an eternity for crypto, but honestly, these are big boy pan stuff. You know, these are really big things. We just went from 10 countries to 106 countries. We're constantly doing better for our APIs on the back end, constantly adding more companies, whether it's creditors, whether it's more electric bill companies, water companies in different countries, you know, whether people, I'm telling you, we're expanding nonstop. And this month has been one of the best months for XPX. So yeah, fam, let's go ahead and pull this, man. Shout out to you guys. Let this one hit the right person. Let's go, fam. Woo! I seen Occupied Mars. Oh, I saw my gorillas up in here. Let's go. Volted. Oh, beloved Summer, you're such a lucky winner too. Oh my God, man. You know what I love about that is, like, we got some people that are lucky, man. You know, my brother told me sometimes it's better to be lucky than it is to be good. Because you know, I'd be beating people in pool nonstop, and when I beat people in pool, it's either I got lucky or they messed up. It was never that. I don't know. Maybe I walked around this table 100,000 times, or maybe I've been shooting. You know, maybe I practiced my game. Could that be it? I seen you vaulted. You're gonna get one of them, man. When I see it pop up like that and kind of freeze, you're due up, brother. You're due up, man. And it's not costing you anything, man. Right? So it's not like, you know, you're getting hit. It's like, just pull up, fam, and you're gonna win no matter what. We're surrounded here. We're winners. We got a bunch of amazing people up in here. I really do care about you guys more than you guys even know. This Web3 space is part of my life. You know, you guys look at how many videos I've produced. I'll go to my YouTube channel. We're still under 20K subscribers. I'm not doing it for a popularity contest. I'm not doing it to be the cool kid on the block. I'm doing it because I love this. And honestly, a part of this gave me some reason after my motorcycle accident. And so I'm very attached to this space and why I'm always building for this space, why I'm always trying to do good by the space. You know, whether it's in spaces, whether it's being true to the XPX community, you know, everything about the Web3 space, I kind of, you know, I hold it in my hand like a little fragile egg because I care about this space because, like I said, it's given me a lot of reason. It's helped me out through some of my tough times. A lot of that has to do with people like you know, with the people who have supported me over this time. Sophia, you've been around for so long, all the XPX community, Psychedelic Angel. It's like, you know, there was times where, especially in the beginning of this, you know, it was just getting through it and stuff. And you guys really showed a lot of support. And that's that's what this space can be about as well. And I think if we really grind together, we will shine together, but not just saying that stuff. Like, bro, I get exhausted with people just talking out the side of their neck. Like, honestly, like, you know, that's why if you guys see, I don't stick around that long for a lot of things because I already see. And it's like when they start sounding like they're talking about XPX and they're talking about like this unicorn that doesn't exist, it's like it's been existing. I've been seeing great communities. You know, I see smart DeFi. I see all like, so it's like that's where I start to. It's like, okay, here goes the wine and dine talk time of the session, right? And you know, I don't need to be wined and dine. I don't need to be wined and dine, Psychedelic Angel, Sophia. I'm a sucker for just a pretty sunset. You don't even gotta wine and dine me. Just take me to a nice little. I'm a sucker for a scenery. All right, shout out to Beloved Summer, man. We got some more for you guys. We're just getting started. We got some more time to pull in. The space is growing. The stream is growing. We got some work to do. We're barely getting into the Degen side of stuff. We got some recap. We got some LOL. We got some Teary fan. We got the Kendu. We got some MoonTube and Cappy today. If you guys are going to MoonTube, you guys probably seen that. Let me go to MoonTube right now. Actually, what XPX? The banners over here on MoonTube. So XPX fam, if you guys can come over here to MoonTube and definitely hit the upvote for me, it'd be greatly appreciated, right? Come over here, hit the upvote. I already done it for the day. You guys see that I just don't, I'm never telling you guys to do stuff and I'm not doing it myself. Like I can't do that. Like that's not who I am, right? If you see, I already upvoted for us today, right? All these like tedious stuff that a lot of things will seem tedious. All these things add up. Right, because if somebody comes to MoonTube and Kendu, these they're marketing this thing pretty good. This thing's getting exposure. But if people see Crow and Knife trending, Kendu trending, see XPX trending, and then they're like, well, wait a minute, they got an XPX banner right here. That's pretty cool. So this, you know, off ramp your crypto. And big shout out to Marlon. If you guys can give Marlon, tag Marlon in the TG, and let him know that we said thank you for these banners because honestly. They're bullish, and look, they take us straight to the website, fam. What? Oh my god! And you know what? Just because of that, we're actually gonna go to Kendu first. Shout out to the Kendu fam. We're gonna go to Cappy today. We're gonna go full DJ mode in a second, man. Just stick with me. Don't go anywhere. You know, smash the like button. You know, let me shake my cup and get the shares out. Do all that good stuff. Okay. We are here for the long time for real, man. I am here. I am too. Like, I'm here no matter what. Like, honestly, unless there's an EMP and like we don't have no more electricity, you can put me on Plymouth Rock and I'm gonna turn this damn stream on. It's like it don't matter. It does not matter because it's just a .com moment. And you know, and we've met some really great people along the way. Like, it would mean everything to me to be close to all of you guys. You know. From here on out, why not? Do we not spend a lot of time together? Come on now. Or is that all that time just for fake? Like, you know, all the jokes and all that stuff. Like that stuff, I don't know. You know, we talk a lot. We spend a lot of time with each other, right? It's like, I don't want to be doing that just for nothing. Let's come over here to MoonTube. Let me share this link. If you guys can come over here, engage with this. Also give the MoonTube page a follow. Make sure you guys are tapping in. If you guys are project launching, there's a lot of great tools on here. There's some MoonTubers. I'm on there. All your other favorite YouTubers on here. A lot of great projects. You got Kendu, Crow with Knife, XPX, Momo, the Army community. I've been seeing This one's been getting my attention. I told you about Tesco early, just because it was funny, and a lot of us, it is something that's present. Thank God, yeah, so it's not going anywhere unless you get sick or something. But let's not manifest that, right? We got Molt right here. We got Kimchi. We got Flag and Monkey Cult, fam, and all projects that you guys can come over here and tap in. And MoonTube has been doing a really good job as as far as like the engagement and stuff like that, and getting the communities popping into all the TGs. That's not something that a lot of people do. Like he is popping in. I'm working with him on the back end. He's in Australia. Shout out to him. Shout out to my Australian family. That's the thing. How can I not love this space? And I get to know all these people from all around the world. Like I was looking up Australia stuff late last night because of Psychedelic Angel. I was looking at your guys' gas prices, what's going on, because I care, it's like I can't help but research, and it's like, man, I was like, man, that's crazy. $11 a gallon. You got California gas prices. But this is what's cool about crypto. You got MoonTube right here. And like I said, it's been doing a fantastic job. I'm going to share this. You guys come over here, like and repost this. You degens. Like and repost this. It's for your bag. People be acting stuck up in this space, and like they don't want to get rich. That like it's like the way that the balances work in this space, as far as being stuck up and and wanting a bag at the same time. Like people, I mean, this space is crazy, man. This space is crazy. Psychedelic Angel. This space is wild. It's like don't be like that. Don't you just want to win? I want to win no matter what. I'll repost this. Okay, cool. Crow with Knife is on there. Kendu's on there. Momo. I'm going to post it off my Rico Moneybags page. Just do it. Yeah, I watched Psychedelic Angel. I watched this a couple videos, honestly, because of like what you were saying last night and stuff. And it was just like, this guy was walking through the grocery store, and it was like, I was just like, what the heck? Yeah, appreciate it, man. Everybody give Marlon a big shout out in the Telegram, especially if you're part of XPX. We got multiple banners. They're also being put up on other websites right now. So it's not just MoonTube. So they're also being put up within the next coming weeks. You're going to start to see these banners on some other sites as well. Nice XPX banner. It is car owner virus number 2. Yeah, man. The stuff I saw was like, wow, Australia. Wow. And you know what? Australia is kind of like, it's a country that it's different kind of like all around, right? You have like your city stuff, and then you have your country folk, right? You have your like your beach people, you have all these things. I've tried, man, I've done my research. You got the original people there that are still doing like tribal stuff. I've watched some stuff to learn as much as I can about it. And that's what I love about this. Like we get to learn so much from this space and working with each other instead against each other, right? So super bullish on MoonTube. We're going to be learning more about them, hearing more about them, learning more about them, and I don't want you guys to miss out, man. So keep an eye on them, and yeah, MoonTube doing their thing, man. And then we're going to go to Kendu, because why not? I mean, let's do it right off of MoonTube's page, because shout out to Kendu and everything. And we've been rocking with them for years. Like we have Kendu, like XPX, the project holds Kendu, in a reserve, just holding it there. And it's down, and I don't care. Like I'm invested into the community. And yeah, I'm never going to fade. And if Kendu, if you're listening, fam, I'm never going to fade you guys. Like, people come and go into space all the time, but you guys are, and same thing like with the Crow and Knife community. I wish I would pull up more, but I've always been hyped on your guys' community. It was some of the clues of why the markets were pumping and why we were probably going to be heading into, a real life bull run. It was these amazing projects that kind of like gave us that, okay, maybe something cool is about to happen. So let's go to Kendu right here, right off of the Moon Toshi stuff that's going on right here. Ooh, I like these colors right here. I like these colors. Very nice. And yes, it looks scary, but this is not the whole story, honestly. This chart, this is not where it started. This is not how it looked. There was more to this before it pumped up and all this stuff. There's a whole bunch of chart that exists over here. Don't think it pumped up and came down like this. There was a lot of sideways trading and all this stuff. We got in right around here. Nope. Let's see. Yeah, this is not even telling the whole story. This is only up to $42 million ETH. We got to do the whole story. Venture, what's up, bro? You're still up in here, man. Rocking with you, broski. Rocking with you. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Let's do this, man. You know, man, we're doing it, man. We're gonna do it no matter what. We just got to. Who else is gonna do it? Who's gonna stop you from doing it? If you want to do something, who give me the name of the person right now that is getting in your way? You're probably gonna have to go look at the mirror. I know, because I gotta check myself all the time. I know. You know, we gotta check that ego here and there, right? But shout out to the Kendu fam. I would love to see Kendu getting back above that 5 million, and it can do it, fam. It can do it. You got to let everybody get shooken out that has to get shooken out. I go through this. You know, you could do everything right, and you still got to get people got to get shooken out, But don't stop building. And this is a project that I can confidently say, a community that I can confidently say has continued to build. You know, we got in over here. Rico calling out bro. We got to do it carefully when we call everybody into space, because it's some of the people's favorite people, you know. So you got to be very careful. You know, yeah, you know, Mark Twain. You know, it's easier to lie to a man than to tell him he's been lied to. Go tell people that they've been lied to. That's like telling you know, a female, you know, a woman that's been in an abusive relationship that he's no good, and she got a black eye. You know, she's beat up. You know, everything's been going bad for months on months, and you go tell her, hey, don't do that. That's not good for you. And what's going to happen? They're both going to end up hating you, and a week from later on, you're going to see them smelling each other's butt. And this is a little saying. I'm Puerto Rican. I know a lot of you guys know, but that's a little saying, and like we say, and my mom honestly raised that, like, don't get involved. Be careful with that, because, you know, you'll go and tell somebody that. And yeah, Mark Twain has a fancier way of saying it. You know, it's easier to lie to a man than to tell him that he's been lied to. But my mom's been telling me this. That's why that phrase like resonates with me so much, even when I found the quote, you know, as I got older, because, you know, my mom showed me that growing up. It was a little bit raunchier, I guess it would be the word, because Ricans, our Spanish is, you know, we don't speak like the Spaniards. You know, we have a potty mouth, you know, a little bit. And not saying all of them, but we have a potty mouth, right? And it's like I was told basically that same phrase, like, you know, hey, don't get involved in their relationship. Like, I got to see my aunts and uncles and all their stuff, and my mom, she's like, don't get involved in that stuff. You know, my mom didn't get involved in that stuff because why? Because, and it was true. I would see it, and she would give me that look. You know, I'm super tight with my mom. I'm the oldest, so we got to see a lot of stuff together. And it's like, you know, you would see where, like, you know, eventually you was right. You know, you see them fighting, whether it was my uncle with his girlfriend, or my aunt with their boyfriend, or maybe just friends of the family. And if you try to talk to them and be like, hey, that's not good for you, and, you know, I'm like, and next, you know, a week later, they're smelling each other's butt. That's the Rican version of it. Se están hueliendo el culo uno al otro. You know, it's like, sheesh. And I've seen it with my own eyes. So you have to be careful with, you know, especially in the crypto space. Because if you tell everybody, like, hey, that guy keeps they'll crucify you, you know, they'll crucify you. So you got to be careful. I think one of the best things to do, Fire Chicken, is to give examples of what these great things look like. Show them the Kendu community, show them the XPX community, show them the Space Penguins. But, you know, going out of your way too much, especially naming things, it's not gonna work out. You know, they're gonna hate you, because, you know, it's a popular thing right now. You can feel it. So you know, who can be, you know, who can do. It's like, all right, is this a brand new one? The pack one on your hand, bro. I gotta know if you got more tattoos. You know, I got quite a few, honestly, fam. I got quite a few. I wonder how many tattoos he has, because his arm looks pretty clean. But I gotta see some more. We got some hand tats coming out for Kendu. We got some energy drinks coming out. We got so many amazing. I'm gonna give a big shout out to Nadine. She's been in our community. She's been there. I see her almost every single day. We get to have fun together, and it's like, I really enjoy that. Like I said, I don't know if people realize how much I enjoy that, but even being able to joke around with Nadine, Psychedelic Angels jumping in, Sophia jumping in, I'm joking around. It's like, we're gonna be here for a while, fam. We're gonna be, you know, doing our thing for a while, and this is why this is a good example of if BNB was on the Phantom chain, how we would be doing a lot better. This right here, because what is he doing it on? The Phantom wallet. He's doing it on the Phantom wallet. Wow. But Yeah, that's why we're here. So shout out to Nadine. We're gonna get to Cappy today as well because we are talking about Cappy today and all those projects. We got ourselves a pretty solid live stream today, fam. We got still the projects to go through. We're just getting warmed up. Like I said, share this stuff, man. But here you got Kendu spices, Kendu energy drinks, Kendu beer. Did I see Kendu cannabis? Oh no, I'm just seeing stuff. Okay, we got Kendu Lucky Charm. We got Kendu beer, energy drink, coffee, spices. I mean, this community doesn't stop, and I resonate with that. I resonate with that big time. Kendu, uh, always going to be here, always pulling up strong and rooting for every individual business that it is. If I can help you guys out, if you feel like, hey Rico, can you talk about my beer a little bit more? Or hey Rico, do you mind if you talk about our new flavor coming out? Or can I join you on a live stream to talk about how good this beer is? Let me know. I mean, this is up for grabs for you guys, for anybody that wants it. You got some Kendu Unleashed stuff looking very bullish. I mean, exposure everywhere. Stacy with the art, very bullish community, fam. Super bullish, super bullish, fam. Shout out to the Kendu Sendu. Damn, man. This right here tells you everything. This is why B&B, like, we're like the stepchild right now. We're the redheaded stepchild, 100%. Because all this stuff is on Phantom Wallet, we'd instantly see new volume coming in. The same day B&B would be added to the Phantom Wallet, every B&B project would see some action. Just the very same day. And I'd bet on that. I'd put real money on that. So shout out to the Kendu fam right there pulling up strong. And shout out to Moontoshi as well. And shout out to all of you guys. I think we'll break the $5 million market cap, break the 10. We go right back up to the top and everybody starts aping it again. This is the shakeout of shakeouts, and it shows. You could be Kendu, you could be Sendu, you could be XPX. When the market's shaking everybody out, it's shaking people out. It's not picking on anybody, whether you're a cat, dog, or this, that, and the third. The only things that are pumping, don't feel like you're left out or you're not good enough. It's all new stuff, and everybody's just chasing that new TikTok reel, oh, let's go to the next one. Oh, scroll up. Let's go to the next one. Scroll up. Let's go to the next one, and people are fading these real massive communities that, whether it's the energy drink, whether it's the beer, whether it's the coffee, whether it's the merch, this community, something's going to spark, and it's important to continue to plant seeds and water these seeds. And that's what this project has been doing. If that's something that resonates with you, make sure you guys smash that like button, go give them a follow at Kendu Inu, and don't fade them, man. Don't fade this community. Like no other community right here is Kendu Sendu, fam. All right, let's go DJ mode. Let's go to recap next, because we do got a recap space coming up. We got some cool things to check out that we got some real cool things. So here goes recap right now. Shout out to all you guys pulling up from the recap, fam. We're seeing a nice little correction on a recap, nothing too major. I mean, probably giving you guys a nice little entry before this space. And this is why I like to find when it pulls back and you find a support. People say, oh, you can't do TA on all right. Why is it support right here on the same freaking line? Well, then call it something else. It doesn't have to be called TA. Call it whatever makes you happy. That makes you feel like, oh, we're not doing TA. But why is it bouncing? Why is it respecting this thing? And why is it respecting it over here? Well, you can't do TA, right? Okay, we'll call it something else. We'll call it something. Call it whatever you want. But there's something there. And if you're looking at recap and you felt like you missed it, this could be an entry, right? You guys could be looking at a nice little spot to get in right here off the bounce of that 288K. And not miss it when it's rallying up a lot higher, because they do have a lot of exposure to communities, right? And this was just that initial rally, everybody excitement, and then obviously the pullback. But the rally is looking like it's starting all over again. Let's go to the X account. Make sure you guys give them a follow. Let them know that we're live. Go to all the recap projects. If you guys are a part of one of the projects using the recap bot, let them know that they have access to pull up to the stream, fam. They have massive access to pull up to these streams. So right here, we got 0.5 soul giveaway. The recap ecosystem is expanding, and it's time to reward the community. You got right here 0.5 soul giveaway. Come over here, check that out. We got what is it, the 22nd yesterday. The build never stops. If you think recap is quiet, you're just not paying attention. While others talk, we execute. I like that. That's what I've been doing. You got 12 soul already used in buyback. Shout out to you guys, man. That's good right there. What else we got right here? Where's the space at? He's been posting like crazy. Where's the space at? He sent it to me earlier. Maybe he rescheduled it or something like that. maybe let me go to the Rico Money Bags page and then we can find it, because I do want you guys to pull up and not miss out on that, because it's going to be pretty bullish. Pretty bullish. Let's go to my page and see if I found it, because I'm pretty sure I reposted it. Scroll down. So right here, recap. Right here, man. Come over here. Tap in, everybody. What do you got right here? So April 6th, 1 p.m. You got, let's see, follow everyone here. You got the time, 10 p.m. UTC. Me and Ben Billions, pull up, fam. It's going to be a banger. You guys don't want to miss out. We're going to get some more posts around this. If you guys can engage with this, let me share this right here. Post this right here. Share that right there. And there you go. There you guys go. I mean, pretty nice. If you guys ask me, pretty nice, right? All right. Very, very nice. Very nice. That is that recap looking really good. X account looking really good. Community engagement, some giveaways, some spaces coming up. Everything that you want to see coming from a project is happening right now. Let's get rid of some of these right here. We're going to show Stacy some love as well. Shout out to her NFT project as well. AAA. I love the numbers. And I know we got some NFT people who tune in, so we're going to bring that up for you guys. But this could be the entry for recap. Could be the entry for recap. I don't know. You guys let me know. Is that your entry for recap? Let me know down in the chat. Let's go to Teary next. We're going to be talking to Ben Billions in that space. So it's going to be cool to see Teary gang there. You got Teary right here. No crying in the casino. Nice little pullback correction with a nice little green candle already starting again at 137K market cap. They're looking like they're ready to break out, fam. Teary is looking like it's ready to break out. You got Ben Billions. You got Nira. You got Lisa doing their thing over here. And, man, this thing came all the way down. Just mind you, all the way down to 15K. Back. I'll see you later, Fire Chicken. And some Moon or Dust Media. Man, DM me, bro, so you guys can come up here. Let's get Fire Chicken up here. Let's get Mafia, media up here. Come join us, man. Get these communities up here. Get the people talking for their projects. Let their communities know that their projects are being heard by the masses. And that's bullish for all of us. Teary right here. Let's go to the Teary fam. I mean, this is a great looking chart. Shook everybody out down to 15K. Everybody got to go. The people who are, whatever. Man, I'm seeing it. I'm left and right. It's like, bye, adios. All right. If you keep going and you keep grinding from 15K, you could be rallying right back up. And this is why no crying in the casino is important, because if you don't cry, if you would have cried down here and you would have gave up, they would have shook you out. And because you're not popular no more, you would have, man, keep going, keep grinding, keep going, keep grinding. Because even right here, where I'm sure there was people crying in the casino. I'm sure somebody was crying. There was Kleenex in the room for sure. And look, boom, this is why you don't cry in the casino. And this is where these narratives, like not crying in the casino, actually get proved. So I think sometimes people think that, like, this is how I think this is a good example of how powerful, if the dev team just keeps going, it's like people will leave and this thing will go right back up. Maybe it's not overnight. Maybe it's not, in a week, but for them to be at 137 and coming all the way back up to almost 200K market cap is very impressive. And I think it should be highlighted. We could probably see some nice entries right here. And if you look again, no TA on meme coins, but yeah, look at this buyers and sellers in this section right here. Break underneath, bearish. Break above, bullish. Break underneath, bearish. Rejected, bearish. Broke above it, bullish. Bouncing off of this right here, this is bullish to me. First mouse, second mouse. And yeah, this is crypto. Somebody can just dump their bag and bring it down lower, but I don't think that's the case. I think people are going to be holding this. I think this chart's probably going to look a lot better come that recap space, and people are going to be doing their dance. So keep an eye on this one right here. This one's, and we see some buys coming through right now. So, man, let me share this contract address for you guys, and you guys just put a little bit on this. Ben Billions is not going to stop. He's been here since the last bull run. I've been seeing him since the last bull run. So, this is his play right here. And, when you've been here for since the last bull run, through a bear market, through this bull run, through the bear market that we're kind of in right now, it's like you already know what it takes to keep going. All the people that were here the last bull run are not here this market. And it's like if you already been through the cycles and you already decided that you're here, bull, bear, this thing's going to have a lot of fighting potential. And it's showing that right now at 140K market cap for the Teary gang. Shout out to them, man. No crying at the casino. Let's go to LOL next. We're going to go to Chibi. You guys are epic, man. You guys are epic. Then we're going to check out Stacy's things. Oh, we got the LOL coming lower. Oh my God, this was a good meme. Why is it going lower? But that's why you take your profits on these things, man. I wouldn't sleep on it quite yet. Be careful sleeping on it. But taking profits on these things is not bad, because now we're in that same territory of where my entry was in. So this is that area right here. Is it going to hold this right here? I mean, this is just a correction. It's not a bad looking chart. In crypto, people are crying all over again. It's like, oh my God, whatever. But quite honestly, that's not bad. It's not bad. It has to correct at some point. So here you guys go right here. Obviously, when everybody's talking about it, you're kind of already late. Being early is when it's quiet and there's hardly any posts on it. But this one right here could be looking like this is the support right at 1.5 million, or coming lower to 1 million and then bouncing off of that. I think this is a strong enough narrative that, no matter what, it's going to kind of be around LOL. I mean, I use it all the time. Let's go to the X account. This is number 5 on Deck Screener trending. We definitely want to keep an eye on them. LOL, at LOL on Solana, LOL, more LOL. You guys give them a follow, tap in with them. But you're seeing nonstop posts. I think they would do good if they did like LMAO and kept posting funny videos on here. There's so much to find that it wouldn't be that. Yeah, there you go. Me realizing the gay jokes that bro makes might not be jokes. Sheesh. Saphir. TK. Wait. This is Saphir and TK right now. You guys pick who's who. I don't know who's who out of YouTube, but if you made it to this part, this is when we get DJ. But let me know who you guys are out of this right here. We got LOL doing their thing. I mean, they're being listed. Look, you got spot listing. I think this one's a sleeping giant, fam. I think this one it's getting a lot of listings. So fear, look at this. Maxi, KuCoin. Is that, man, I'm telling you, you better leave at least one soul in there. If you lose $90, oh well, it is what it is. But you got the Binance wallet, you got the on the OKX wallet. You're seeing the whole recipe of like how we've seen with Manu. Not quite Manu, because it's not listed on really tier 1 exchanges just out the gate, like it was like for free or something. But being on Weeks and all these other ones, Mexi, this is why you see the correction on the chart. Duh, I know why. I'm in the space. I know what's up. But it could be to get that next leg up, to get that more exposure on the project, and we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up, or they're selling into it. I don't know. You guys let me know. We can say what we want. Like I said, they're not going to shut off the mic. So LOL right here doing its thing, holding on that 1.5 million. Could be the spot. Maybe down here 1 million. But I'm seeing a lot of stuff on the X account that looks like, if the market's did a little bit more pumpity pump, that this could have another leg up for sure. You got, KCEX. So you got quite a bit of listings. You got this guy. I don't know who he is. You guys go check him out. So you got quite a bit of people posting about it. Don't knock it till you try it. You crazy. Oh my God. You're so wild, bro. Oh my God. Oh my God. LOL, man. That's what I needed right there. There goes a nice little LOL for us. Thank you so much, man. That was a real LOL moment. Oh my God. All right, man. LOL looking really good right here. 1.5 million. Don't knock it till you try it, fam. This could be the one for you guys right here. LOL. Laughing all the way to the moon. Let's keep that in mind. Laughing all the way to the moon. Let's go to Chibi next. This has been the narrative that, Elon Musk has been getting everybody to go crazy about, right? Let's go to this one right here, see where it's currently at right now. Ooh, what? Is it no way it's right where we put a support line? Why? Because you can't do technical analysis on this stuff. You can't do TA on this stuff. You can't do TA on this stuff. Okay. What is this? Why is price drawn to the same section right here? Interesting. I'm just saying interesting. That's it. I'm not saying that you can. I'll let them. If they say we can't, then we can, I guess, Saphir. I guess this means nothing. I don't know what that means. I guess you can't do that. I don't know what we're going to call it, but something's going on here. You know, if you missed this one, maybe this is the entry. But again, we're not aping into this because these are meme coins and they can very easily go to zero, right? So right now, it's at a spot where you're like, okay, this is pretty good. If it can hold support, print some green right here. You see some cool things going on over here on the X account. Their volume is super high. I would not sleep on this one. You know, what, another Elon post, and this thing goes all sendy all over again. Oh, we got Bitmart listing on Bitmart soon. Again, we're seeing kind of like all these little huge. We're seeing all these kind of things kind of start to pop up. You got, you know, I mean, that's the movement. It's the movement right now. This is your trend. How long is it? You know, once everybody's using it, is he just going to go on to the next thing? Yeah, most likely he's shown to do that. You know, 1 minute he's on this, 1 minute he's on that. That's just who Elon is. Let's see if he's still rocking it. He is still rocking it. So this is still a very valid narrative, fam. Let's not sleep on a narrative. And the fact that he's smoking a joint with this guy right there, I love that. I love that we live in a new age where when it's like, yeah, that's happening, right? It's like all the norms are gone. Like, this guy's doing his thing, man. Here we go, man. Here we go. Here we go, man. So yeah, Chibi is the meta. It's the new tech. New tech right now is Chibi. And here we go, 1.9. It could go lower, fam. You know, you probably wouldn't be wrong if you looked at it at 1 million and, you know, came down to that $1 million market cap and got some there. But we're seeing a lot of stuff around this Chibi stuff, and it would just take just the right little spark, and it can really, really, really take off, fam. All right. And it did show us that it could do that 5 million, 10 million thing. So that's why this one is staying on the radar for sure, right? They're probably going to chase the other Chibi for a little bit. Oh, this is the one that's pumping. Oh, it rugged, and go to the next Chibi because there's going to be another one and then another one. And so eventually this one solidifies itself as the Chibi of the Chibis. Okay. Okay. That is Chibi for you guys. All right. Let's go to Cappy today. Shout out to Cappy today. We got some cool things coming on over here too as well. Man, working on things behind the scenes takes weeks, man. Takes some time, but things are happening. Things are definitely happening. Come over here, give Cappy Today a look. CappyToday.com. And check out all the projects. You got Crow with Knife picking up. You got 401JK at second place. You got Pepe. Look at Brett over here. So you got rising communities. And we found some really good ones. I think Plastic was one of the ones that we found. And let's see where it's at right now, because this was one that we found when the chart was looking and then we were like, hey, but don't discount it. And sure enough, this thing came to life. I didn't get a bag of it. I'm not Ash for Pokemon. I didn't catch them all, but I was like, hey, don't ignore these things, because if this project actually started to get behind making some of these things happen, like cleaning up the earth, I think there's a lot to do there. Right. And we're seeing where this is actually starting to get some real traction. And I told you guys about it over here. I found it on Cappy Today. It was down here looking kind of scary for everybody, but now it's cruising at 235K market cap. That is Solana for you. Solana has the volume, man. It just has it because, I mean, like no effort. It's sitting at 2 something. Shout out to them, man. And this guy's been pulling up to spaces. He's doing his thing. And if he does this just right, man, I think that some really good things can come from this. And especially like projects like us, XPX, again, we tap into all this stuff. We tap into all this stuff. These tools, all roads lead to payments, whether you're cleaning up the world, whether you're helping veterans, whether you're helping the homeless, whether you're helping penguins, whatever you're doing, there's going to be an exchange that happens, okay? Whether you're raising funds to do this and you got to pay employees, how are you going to pay? These guys that are cleaning this up are taking Solana. They're not going to let you pay them in SHIB. I can tell you that right now. If you think the guys working these boats out here cleaning this stuff up in the middle of the ocean, or if anybody's even out there, if you're sending them Solana, that's not happening. You know, they got to buy real food. They got to do real things. And again, real world purchasing power is important for things like companies that are growing. And eventually you're accumulating all these funds where you can distribute these funds through a payroll feature and pay all your employees that are probably helping you clean this stuff up. This is all going to come to life, whether we do it or not. mark my words, 5 from 10 years from now, you're going to be seeing all this stuff, is all this cleaning the world, saving the animals, you know, all this stuff, every little bit of it, crypto, all of it. So keep an eye on this one. I think this one has some serious potential. I think he's locked in. I think the guy, you know, he's representing it correctly, and I think it has some potential. I missed it. I could have made some really serious gains, but I still think that there's some gains sitting on the table. You know, again, a lot of these plays like this, if they stay locked in, when everybody's done gambling and corporations start to come in, it's going to be projects like this that solidify that real retail money and that institutional money that comes in. That's one thing I want for XPX. I want institutional money to snatch that thing up and be like, you know what? You guys are knocking out the park. How can we? And that's where things get really crazy, right? And Plastic, I think, has a good opportunity to do it. It's funny meme because it's just Plastic, but it's also got a great cause. And I think these projects are going to be the ones, the Space Penguins, the veterans, because whether we do it or not, whether Veteran Token knocks it out the park, Space Penguin, XPX, or Plastic, the gatekeepers from before, the Web 2 world will come into Web 3 and tokenize everything that they've been doing before into this blockchain technology. Mark my words, okay? Here we go with Plastic, and we're going to check out Peace because this one's been doing pretty good as well. We're in kind of DJ mode, see where it's at right now. This is probably one to keep an eye on as well. 456K market cap with all the war stuff. Can we have a little bit of peace? It's crazy that the war ones do a little bit better, but that's just a space. That's just looking forward to when businesses use crypto funds for startups. Absolutely, same here. And we know that that's going to happen. We know that that's going to happen. We have zero doubt that that's definitely going to happen. So you got a vast Peace coin right here doing its thing. Shout out to the Peace coin doing their thing on Solana. You see they're tapped in with all the right people. You got all these talks about war. You got to have the other side. You got to have the other side. I like this. This looks nice. Similar to like all they had to add was like the bottom part. It would have been all the way, right? As above, so below. That would have been kind of cool. Just the roots on the bottom of the tree. Super cool. Yeah, shout out to Peace Coin. What's going on there? I just got a message from Cash App that Kalshi is now. Let me see. What did they just say? I guess we could use Kalshi on Cash App now. Crazy. Again, all this stuff leads in that right direction. It's all coming to crypto. It's all coming to cryptocurrency, fam. I'm telling you. Peace Coin, you got a really good chance right here to be that Peace Coin. Shout out to you guys. Take a look at this one. Join their community. They've been trending quite a bit. And a break past that 1 million or get some FOMO. And everybody from the war projects, now that war is halted, maybe they'll run to the Peace Coin. You guys know how the degens are. So, the war is halted. We're running to the Peace. And it's like, you know, I made money off like the political stuff as far as the elections, but I don't buy any of the tokens like capitalizing on the war stuff. I haven't bought any of them. And yeah, you can say the political tokens during the elections were, you know, going to lead to this anyways, and you can draw your argument and you can argue with yourself because I'm not going to argue with you. But as far as like these war tokens and like, you know, like exploiting, like, you know, because there's people really being affected by this stuff. They're like, you know, kids and mothers and grandmas and stuff like that. Like that stuff is, bro, that stuff hurts, bro. That's not cool, right? And, you know, sometimes we have all this like make money thing. Is like, I want to make sure that we have a little bit of the morals, you know, we got to have our morals clear. It's like, we can't monetize that. We can't monetize the whole market because some of it is, man, I don't think it's good for you long term. I don't know. I don't think like you're going to wake up the next day and be like, whatever, but somewhere that adds up somewhere, you know, like that I don't know where in your moral compass or where it goes exactly, but I would be more inclined to do something more like this because I love throwing the deuces, you know, the peace sign. That's what I do. If you see me in real life or I see you or whatever, I throw the deuces all the time. And plus, when you ride motorcycles, you throw the deuces and stuff like that. It's like, I mean, I'd rather have peace than anything, right? So, yeah, although I see some of those tokens run and, you know, when they're exploiting kind of like, you know, famine or, you know, the things going on, it's like, there's so many ways to make money and that's not one of the ways that I want to make it, right? like the political stuff and making fun of, you know, whoever's going to be elected. I don't mind. I don't care about that. But like when it comes to like this actual stuff, like when the stuff was going on with Pakistan and India and the people were explaining, I don't do that stuff. I think, I don't know where it adds up. Shout out to you, Saphir. I don't know where it adds up, but I don't think it could be good for you long term. And if it doesn't mean anything to you, maybe you're somebody who's I don't know, it doesn't mean anything to you. Like, shout out to you. I mean, good for you. I'm not here to judge you, right? If that's for you and you're making money, I'm not trying to go on some kind of like moral high horse either, where it's like, oh, you're making money. I'm talking for myself personally. I don't hate you. I don't dislike you. If you're doing that, hey, that's on you, and that's your own internal way of how you feel about you. And that's something that you got to deal with yourself and whoever you believe in, right? That's a you problem, right? Not a me problem. And I'm not going to make it about me, and I'm not going to make it about, oh, well, I'm doing this, and because I don't do that, I'm so much better. No. That's my personal choice. Whatever your personal choice is your personal choice. I'm not going to hate you for it. As a human collective, the world can help calm the fam down by encouraging those involved in decision making. Absolutely. And you're going to see a lot of this stuff, man. Like, I think the poly market stuff kind of opened up my eyes to, like, I was watching it when it kind of really started taking off, and we go to it right now. There's like, you know, can you bet whether, you know, US is going to strike Iran again? It's like, do I want to bet on something like that? Could I? I probably could. Like, technically, right? Like as far as like finding some analysis to help me make my decision. But do I want to? And does that say who I am? What does that say about who I am? You know, whatever that means to me. And if you come over here, like, you'll find where it means nothing to people. It's like you're kind of betting on lives a little bit, you know? It's like, whoa. And I think we all are, because we're dealing with money, and the money's, you know, tapped into everything. But you're seeing, it's like there's a point where I want to Iran military action against Israel. You know, you got, you know, $657,000 in volume. In the last 24 hours, 335,000. Iran military action against Israel. And this is all yes. This is not even no. It's either going to happen the 27th, it's either going to happen the 25th, or it's going to happen the 29th. So it's like you're betting that no matter what, at some point, something gonna do its thing, right? And it's like, I don't know. That's not for me. And I think let's support those peace projects. Let's support those plastic projects, those space penguins, those veteran tokens, because they give us a chance to. I like to be on that side of like what crypto can do. I'm not saying that stuff is bad. I'm not saying that you're bad for doing it. I'm not your God to judge you, nor do I want to waste the energy to do that. I'm just saying, for me specifically, it's not my thing, right? And we're gonna do some of these. Don't get it twisted. You know, we're not gonna get left behind. I just got a message from Cash App that they got Kalshi on there, and then you can start doing Kalshi stuff. So we're not gonna get left behind with the new tech. You know, we're paying attention to the new tech, but you do have to draw some lines on where, where you end up. I mean, I think that's part of life, anyways, right? I think that's part of your life as you're growing up as a kid, whether you choose to let kids bully another kid, or whether you stand up and do the right thing, or whether, it's at a workplace and you're an adult and, you're a manager, and, or whatever it might be. Or I think we have to, through life, you have to juggle this, what's your price, like you have to name your price of where, you throw away, a lot of the stuff that probably make you who you are. So, man, shout out to you guys for staying with me. We got some more stuff. I'm going to stay live a little bit longer for you guys. I really appreciate you guys sticking with me. Saphir, Psychedelic Angel, the whole XPX community that's in here with me, allowing me to talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, all in between when it comes to cryptocurrency. I think it's very important. It's not popular, nor does everybody like it. And you might have to go sit by yourself at the table because nobody likes you anymore. But, oh, well, I mean, I'm by myself 16 to 17 hours of the day. I mean, that's nothing new. I'm here to build for this .com moment and to build with those that want to solidify that. And that's what we're going to keep doing in this space. So we got to cover everything. We got to cover everything. And it's okay to have your own views on it, right? Isn't that okay? Like, I know we've reached a point where sometimes, like, if you have a view about something, even I sometimes, because you're the dev or you're leading stuff, you got to be careful on how much you say about this, because you can lose a good friend just because you guys have different views on blue or red. You guys might have the same values in life, but because you guys disagree on this blue and red situation, you guys can't even be friends no more. And I've seen it so much. And even me, as being professional in this space, you got to be careful with how you speak about some of these things, because people just automatically hate you because, whether it's, let's go Brandon, or whether it's, orange man, bad man, or whatever, all these phrases that people come up with, it's really to have conflict with one another. And I don't want to do that. Like, JD Vance is not about to pull up to my house. Gavin Newsom is not. Well, we know him. I mean, it's like, I'm not willing to die on that hill with you guys, or whoever wants to die on this hill, to plant a red or blue flag up there. Like, hey, shout out to you guys, man. Go ahead. You know what? My leg hurts, so I got to walk with this cane. I don't, you know what? You can have that hill. I'll have my own views on this and that, but I'm not going to die on that hill. Like, they're not going to come. And it's like, that's the thing, is like, sometimes we feud with each other so much, when a lot of the times we can solve a lot of our own problems. But because we're feuding, we have to go find somebody else to fix the problem, because two people in conflict, and they're not going to be able to fix the problem. So we got to go find somebody else and get them to be the mediator for us. But if we could figure this stuff out on ourselves and not have so much hate, I think we would do a lot better. There's nothing wrong with us having different views. I don't got to hate you for it. But yeah, you guys let me know, man. Have you guys lost friends and stuff like that, and things like that from red and blue? It's like, none of that's going to matter when I die. They're not going to put on your tombstone, so and so from this time to this time died a happy Democrat or died a happy Republican. None of that. You're done. The game's over. It's like, when you, right before the game's over and you look back, I wonder how many of the hills that you chose to fight on, you would be like, man, if I can go back, I would just spend more time spreading some love, which I like to do, being a little bit happy. And if you can't do that and the people around you are not allowing you, give yourself some love, go rock with yourself, go do your own thing. And but just staying as positive as you can and keeping your circles, clean, as far as the bad juju energy vibes. Like, just stay away from it. Just stay. It's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Because they're on a whole. They got all the energy in the world to give to fight for this. It's like, I don't got it. You guys do that. You won. Go ahead. It's like, when I die and you die, we both. What? I think my motorcycle accident messed me up, man. I swear. I wanted, maybe if I didn't have that, that near-death experience and going through all that stuff, maybe I would be willing to entertain a lot more things. But I see how short life is, and how you're not promised tomorrow. Like, one thing that I learned from it is I'm super mortal. It's like, in your 20s, you feel like you know everything and you're immortal. And in your 30s, early 30s, you can either humble yourself or a life will humble you. And as you start learning these things and go on, it's like, man, I just want to enjoy. I don't want to, I don't want to be where I'm then 55 and I'm still beefing with people. It's like, and still the same problem, still all the same stuff. It's like, hey, so I see it. I'm not trying to convince you. I think that's another thing too. And I know I'm going off on this a little bit. I think people try to convince one another too much of it. It's like, why can't we just have views? And at the end of this doesn't mean that you have to convert. Everybody's like on this converting thing. Like, I got to convert you to this side, or I got to convert you to this, or I got to convert you to that. It's like, can I just not be me? Am I not allowed to just have my own views and be my own person, think freely without, what? It's like, let me know, fam. Let me know. All right, let's go see what else we got. These are the poly markets for you guys. Be careful on these poly markets. Keep your moral compass locked in for sure. You guys, we don't want to lose track of things. Sometimes when you normalize a lot of stuff, I don't know what that does to humans down the road. Yeah, healthy debates with respect. Why not? And don't act funny like after it either. Not say, some people they're like, oh yeah, we can have a debate, and then after that, you stop hearing from them and stuff like that. It's like, that wasn't a debate. That was I didn't convert to your belief system, so now you hate me. And then you can act as busy as you want, but if I would have been on your side waving your flag, we would have a lot more communication. We'd be a lot more tapped in and all that good stuff, right? But man, like I said, that's not my hill to die on. I'd rather be my hill to be like, just being a good person, doing positive things, whether it's in my immediate life or whatever, any part of me, any like extension of me, just doing good, right? Because there's so much of the opposite that like, hey, why not implement it? And you guys see day in, day out, man, you guys been pulling up for a while. This is just what we've been doing. If this was a front, I mean, 6 months in, a long time ago, it would have been over, right? But I've been here since 2017, YouTubing since 2021, and XPX has been live for over 20 months. You guys have been seeing it's the same thing. This is who I am. People just want to impose their own beliefs on others, not realizing everyone thinks directly. Having different opinions is better than everyone believing just one thing. I agree with you, bro. I agree. I would never want blue or red be the reasons why I don't talk to Saphir no more. Like, what? That's crazy. We are born with nothing, we leave with nothing. I promise you that. That is so true. That is so true. And hopefully you can leave something behind as far as like not being forgotten of what you've done. Because I think that's one of the biggest things, Psychedelic Angel, like with my YouTube channel, it is a journal of mine. I don't think people realize that as well. That's why I don't care if I'm popular or whatever. But if anything ever happened to me, people can always go back and see my videos and see how I was as a person, right? I got, I don't know, over 3,000 videos. That's a journal. That's a documentary of of how I've changed over time, how my, everything, right? And but I think that's one thing that I found out, like with my motorcycle accident, is it's like you can't take nothing with you. And it's like, and you're very mortal, right? You're not gonna live forever. Like you instantly like, oh, whew, you get into good graces with things right away because you're like, okay, wait a minute, this thing can change tomorrow. Like there's no guarantee on it, and that right there, of not makes you want to do something because let's say that would have happened if I would have just been gone, lights out on the motorcycle, never woken up in the hospital, no, none of that stuff. Did I do anything to leave a significant impact where I help change people's lives, or where at least my name I can somewhat be remembered? And if I look back, I would say not nothing to this extreme. I was not talking to people around the world. I was not, making friends with people around the world. So it did really change me in the sense of like, in that sense of like, at the very least, I know that I can't leave with anything, but I can leave with like my word and like a bit of my legacy and leave that behind as far as like, who I was as a person, what I accomplished, what I didn't accomplish, what were my challenges. And this whole YouTube channel documents that, since 2021. It's quite a bit of a long time. And I've been, because I know that anything can happen. If anything ever happened to me, my mom's, my family, or people later on, they'd be like, hey, this was your uncle, this was your cousin, this was whoever, this is what he did, right? Because at least they can see it. If they looked at all these videos and everything I've done with giveaways and everything, it's just been for everybody else and doing the right thing. And maybe it sticks around. I would like that. And I think that's one thing that you can take with you and kind of leave a little bit of that presence behind, as far as, yeah, we're not immortal, but your name and what you've done can be, physically you can't, but you can in different ways, I think. Why are my Kanye chats not being read? Kanye 2028. Because if you put that, that's hate crime automatically. You're I'm judging you now. If you support Kanye, I'm supposed to, I gotta hate you automatically. So I'm supposed to. I have the hive mind. When you have the hive mind, if everybody's, it's like I haven't even sat down with them. I don't even get involved in that stuff. I gotta stay away from it. I gotta stay away from it. Let me know what you guys want me to check out. We're getting into the kind of just like the end of it. If you guys got any questions, I really do appreciate it. If you guys got something, let's give Stacy some love. Shout out to Stacy. If you guys know her, she's been in the space. We got to hang out here in Vegas. She's absolutely amazing. She's growing big time in the space as well. Let me see. Let me go to probably notifications. I can find Stacy right because she just followed the XPX account. We got plenty of follows, man. Shout out to all the new followers that pulled up. Yeah, so come over here, give Stacy some love. She's absolutely amazing, and she's got some things going on. Learn a little bit more and tap in. Let her know that I sent you guys over there. We're gonna be doing some stuff also like with her NFTs. I want to get some of these. I've been supporting everybody. People fade me left and right, but I don't. And you know, I'll hold your guys' NFTs, and I a lot of times hold a lot of dust from a lot of people's favorite projects and stuff. But hey, this is another one that I'm willing to hold because it's somebody that's building in the space. I like what I see right here, and it has some right here, Stacy. Give her a follow. Serrano, Stacy Serrano. Give her a follow. Like I said, she's very approachable, super sweet, super nice, a lot of fun, and she's building into space. Why not build into space? So, good morning. Today isn't just a launch, it's something I've been building in silence, thinking about, dreaming about, becoming. The Roll Vault isn't just a company, it's everything I believe in. Caviar mindset isn't just a phrase, it's a way of thinking that changed my life. Phase one, begin today. But this is only the start. I'm not just here to do something normal. I'm here to build something extraordinary. The ones who feel it will understand. Man, you can see I already like that because I get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah, let me know, bro. Let's just do it. Saphir, let's just do it. I'm buying all these other silly NFTs. I'll buy your NFT. I'm buying everything else. I'm supporting everybody else. I love you, bro. I mean, I really, really, really do. I will, you know, I don't even need anything. You know, I just want you to win. Think you're think you're an amazing amazing person, honestly. And yeah, so let's do it. Let's launch it. Let's be one of the biggest, or let's make your NFT project one of the biggest ones in the space. Let's run it up. I was looking at this myself and I was crunching some numbers, but let's do your stuff first. Let's make it happen. You know, I'm way down the road on some of this stuff. But getting exposure to the getting exposure to the Solana network is it's important for everybody, honestly. And right here, you guys can see, you guys can come over here and mint them. Let me share this. If you guys, you know, can 0.5 Solana for the public, buy one, tag me, tag her, let her know. Hey, I seen this on the Rico Moneybag show on his stream, and I want to support that caviar life. It's just wanting better, man. That's what it's all about. Like you have to like what I call it. I see that she's calling it that caviar stuff, but like I like the creme de la creme, you know? Like I have no shame in saying that I want the creme de la creme of life. It's like you can choose whether you want the caviar. I don't know if you guys like caviar or whatever it might be. I'm not sure what it is, but like you guys can choose. You know, it's up to you. If you settle for less, you're gonna get less. If you want the creme de la creme, you're gonna get the creme de la creme. If you want your cake and eat it too, you're gonna get your cake and eat it too. If you only want a little bit of the cake and you only want to make the cake, you don't want to eat the cake, that's there too, right? It's like, but you know, that caviar lifestyle or that creme de la creme lifestyle, a lot of the things that I've done with XPX is like I wanted it to be that level of creme de la creme, you know, with the gold cards, and we got some cool things coming out for the cards. Don't think that we don't have some more cool things in the future. People might think, oh, no, trust me, been working super hard for like the last 2 months on cool things specifically around the physical cards. And that's a little bit of alpha for you guys, but specifically around the bling of the physical cards. All right, man. So, you know, continuously building in the space is super important. Let's support the women in the space. I mean, we were one of the first people to have the women of Web3. I'm a holder. Well, I was one of the holders of the last bull run of women of Web3. And that's because, you know, I love my mom. My mom showed me that anything can be done. I've seen my mom do amazing things. So let's support the women of Web3, what they're building, what they're doing. And that caviar lifestyle, that creme de la creme. Come on, man. This little tin is about to change so many lives. I want to know more. I want to dive into. I don't know if this is real caviar or what's going on. I see a little spoon, so most likely. Let me know in the chat. You guys like caviar? Are you guys eating caviar? Look, fam, you guys are gonna think that I'm super green because I've never had it. You know, I've had opportunities to do it, but boy, I think the only you like caviar, Saphir? You guys are who's on? Let me see who's got that caviar money up in here. Let me see in the chat who's eating caviar. Let me see. Now nobody's gonna want to tell me. So, oh no, I'm still eating canned tuna. Never had it. Okay, psychedelic angel. We come from humble beginnings. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Psychedelic angel. Let me know who the caviar people are in here. But yeah, I've had a couple of times to try, but I think the only fish that I like is snapper. I like that. I've tried it a couple of times when I was tipsy back in the day, with chips and salsa was good. Obviously shrimp tempura, but I'm very like I'm not on the seafood side of things, honestly. So some people might not like that, but that's okay. You know, that's okay. All right, man. You guys got anything else you guys want to check out? I'm looking forward, bro. When you want to get on a call, so if you got the Batman line, just let me know so we can get on a call and just talk about things and then talk about the ideas. I mean, I'm here for you, bro. I'll leverage everything that I got for you, broski. And I just don't say that to say I really do mean that. Okay, I got a Barrow Moon Kanye song. I got some favorite Kanye songs, man. I'm telling you, I'm from the Midwest, man. Yeah, how can you not like, early Kanye? Can't fade him. You're crazy. You're crazy. But you know what? If that's what it is, it could be funny. Get ready for controversy. Get ready for the backlash. Get ready for your backlash. Man, I love hanging out with you guys so much. I do got some things that I want to take care of for the day, some things I'm getting ready for the next couple months. If you guys got some things that you guys want me to check out, let me know. Let's check on Bitcoin's price, see what's going on. Ooh, it's ticking up again. Okay, 69.8. Nothing too. Oh, this is CFX. Hold on. All right, that was silver. Let's go. Give me that BTC, baby. Ooh, 71 again. Let's see where that trade is at now. I didn't close the whole trade, but I left. Like moonback stuff is real. Moonback stuff is stuff that it's a real thing. So we're still at. Okay, is that 71% ROI holding strong? We'll leave the rest sit in there, see if it hits the take profit at 74K. Sometimes, yeah, the markets are spooky. So even though I'll set it up for that, I didn't do it. Thank you so much, Psychedelic Angel. I really already started to enjoy my day because I got to spend it with you. I got to spend it with Saphir. You guys are so active in the chat. Like you guys are really it really means a lot to me. You guys don't even know. It's probably good that you guys don't know how much it means to me that I get to communicate with you guys. You guys are like, you know what? We got him. No, it's all good. Shout out to the Space Penguin. Shout out to the whole Smart DeFi fam. All the projects that pulled up. Recap, XPX, Teary, Kendu, LOL, Fire Chicken, the Mafia Media, the Chibi community. I saw them engaging with one of my posts later on. Everybody tuning in around the world, man. You guys are absolutely amazing. I give you guys an online hug because I really care about you guys. You guys are so much fun to hang out with. And let's keep doing this no matter where the chart goes up, chart goes down. We keep building, we keep grinding. And that's really what it's all about, fam. The mic doesn't turn off. The camera's not going to turn off unless there's an EMP that just takes out the internet. Crypto's the future. We're here to stay. Keep building. Charts are going to go up. Charts are going to go down. People are going to come. People are going to go. But at the end of the day, this is a .com moment that 10 to 15 years from now, we're not going to want to say that all we did for that time is gamble. Let's build something together. Let's help the builders grow. And let's keep doing things in this space together, man. That's what's really going to make us stronger. So, yeah, man, like, comment, subscribe. If you guys can't do that, man, continue to come back. Experience that abundance of money with me. Don't miss out. And yeah, much love and respect. You guys have a fantastic day. If you got something to prove,
So your bag's backed up against the wall, and the bandwagon's falling right off. And you're hearing all the talk about maybe you should think about what you're gonna do if it don't work out. It ain't about if it makes sense, 'cause if the boot do it don't fit. As far as I can see, there ain't no way to be somebody if you just gon' quit. So if you gotta fight